From pro athletes to successful entrepreneurs to parents, every single one of them had to overcome challenges in one way or the other. Now, what do they have all in common? Well, they all possess the stuff, which also happens to be the title of the book co-authored by Dr. Samson Davis and Charlie Jeter, Derek Jeter's only sibling. And they join us now. Thank you both for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Pleasure to have you on. So I mentioned the stuff, and of course that's the title of the book too. What is the stuff?
So the stuff is that cultivatable inner fortitude that we all have, that we use in everyday aspects of our life, everyday challenges in our life. And we're amazed by those individuals who are able to overcome their hardships and their challenges. And that's what the stuff is. And we wanted to showcase it because other people at times feel defeated by their circumstances, and we feel like by having this stuff, these 11 elements that we've discovered and that we've coined traveling the country the past 2 years, if we can use these 11 elements in every aspect of our life, you too can have the stuff.
And Charlie, you have the stuff because you overcame a major challenge that many people may not actually know about. Can you sort of walk us through your story a little bit?
Sure. When I was in college, my senior year of college at Spelman in Atlanta, I was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma a few days before my 21st birthday. I was almost done with school. I flew from Atlanta to New York to get some tests done and found out that I needed to do 6 months of chemotherapy treatments every other Friday. And I asked my parents and my doctor to allow me to stay in school with my friends and commute back and forth every other week to New York to do my treatments and then come back the following day and go back to classes. And I was fortunate that my family was supportive of me doing that.
Who does that?
Right, right. A terrifying diagnosis, certainly, but here you are today, strong as ever, and congratulations on beating it now. Dr. Davis, let's talk about how you two started working together.
Yeah, I mean, just to dovetail off of Charlie's story, I mean, that's what impressed me and that's what helped to build this concept, this stuff, was the fact that she never wavered. She knew she was going to defeat cancer, and she was going to do it on her own terms. So sharing that sort of philosophy and that thought, we both have our individual charities and we have philanthropic efforts. And so I was impressed by that story of hers and just other people similar to overcoming hardships, and it felt that was important that we could put this together in a way. At first I wanted to do it as a study and collect blood and and tease out the gene that was there, and then Charlie looked at me like, no way. Well, not only she won't read that, but no one else will read it as well.
Right, and the fact is the book is built on real stories of real people, and I have to ask you, how did you find all the amazing individuals that are highlighted in the book?
Well, we spent the last couple years traveling across the country to meet with different people, but we had some stories, people that we knew personally. Every time we would talk to other people anywhere about, you know, what our idea or what projects we wanted to work on, every person had at least one story they wanted to share with us. So we had a great team of people that just started collecting stories. We started collecting stories. We added some people we knew personally through different situations, and it was a tough narrowing process, but it was important to us to narrow them down to people that everyone could relate to. You know, we didn't want to profile celebrity stories because they're not as relatable to, you know, everybody in the country or in the world. So I think we did a pretty good job, but it was a very difficult task because there's so many people that are everyday heroes that need to be showcased and are there and want to teach other people how to get through things.
Right. So much goodness in the book. Of course, the foreword by your brother Derek Jeter. It's going to be a great read for anybody who picks it up. Very inspirational. Of course, there's a website too, the Stuff Movement website, which people can go to and share their own stories. I want to thank you both so much for compiling this book and also for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Stay right where you are. We'll be right back.